It's been a little while since I've been able to see everyone through the virtual video. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about RAM and how the ecosystem here at RAM works. So you can see behind me we have our proven process. I know I've talked about that in the past. Some that are familiar with RAM understand how our proven process works and sort of how we take a project from whatever stage it's presented to RAM and see the full cycle of it through. I'm going to talk a little bit more about how I see the ecosystem here works, how all the parties come together to collaborate to see success in a project. So one of the ones I like, I do like all the stages, but one of the ones that's a lot of fun is when a potential client comes to us with an idea. So they maybe just acquired a piece of property or looking to get a piece of property or possibly looking to expand their business, repurpose the building they're in. We get involved early, and that's something where then we can take full control and steer the project in the right path. It starts with pre-construction. So that's the point where our team here gets all the preliminary data from our client, all of the requirements of the municipality or jurisdiction that the building or project is happening in. Takes all those requirements, hires a design team, an engineering team, and with their expertise, we put all those pieces together to come up with a preliminary design that will be the design intent or the intent of what the project is supposed to do. So it's very preliminary, but it allows us to then start working with the cities to get the proper approvals to proceed with the process, talking with our clients to get them a level of comfort in terms of cost, design, maybe if it's a renovation, some of the challenges that they might be seeing during the renovation for it to happen. But the key part is that also triggers the part of the estimating phase. So how much is this project going to cost? How much is this building going to cost? So we have our pre-construction team that's working on that aspect and seeing that process through. As many of you know, sometimes from the time you have an idea on a project to the time you actually get your permit, you sometimes are a year and a half. So it's a long stage, but there's a lot of good things that happen, I'll say, sort of behind the scenes. As we roll it into our estimating phase, which is the next stage of the process, gives us a chance to work on costing. It gets subtrade or supplier involvement, so maybe there's a more creative way or an economical way to build the building or look at the design. While that estimating process is happening, the pre-construction process is still moving along. So we have this part of it moving, we have the estimating part moving. As we sort of move along and the project gets closer to a point where we can see that we maybe are going to be getting a permit or approval to proceed on the construction, then as pre-con's moving, estimating's moving, the construction team starts their process of moving. A lot of collaboration between the three departments. The construction team, we have our project managers, we have our site team, site supervisors, laborers, foremen, carpenters. They all get some bit of input through the chain on design, and that helps with us coming up once again for efficient ways to build a building. So back in pre-con, we have a building that's designed, and let's say there's a tilt panel there. Well, it's good to get the input from the supervisor or the team that's building that panel on possibly challenges they had on previous projects, site conditions, different things that our pre-construction team, estimating team might not pick up. So that goes back to that collaboration. We have expertise in the pre-construction phase, we got expertise in the estimating phase, we have expertise in the construction phase. All three of those expertise come together to create one strong team here at RAM that is best suited to see the project from start to finish. The construction phase, I know Cam's talked a lot about that. I don't need to go into that so much, but that's actually the execution of the idea or taking the plan, taking the drawings and building the building. So a lot to say that's the fun stage because you get to execute all that hard work that's been done by the pre-construction team, the estimating team over the last year and a half. But yeah, that's the fulfillment of the project or the construction of. The cool thing that I like about it is once that construction team's done, then we get the estimating team back involved to do a post-mortem. How did the project perform? Maybe on the next one, should we look at things a little different? Are there ways we could be more efficient, less efficient? How did the project go and how much value was there? Also then it's good for the pre-construction team to get involved in that post-mortem as well to see, well, maybe what could we do better next time? Or maybe there's something that we could have done a little different, either to provide the client a better product, more cost-effective product, or just different things throughout the way. So that full circle of the review after kind of ties in the whole ecosystem, ties in that whole wheel, and gives us a basically that's sort of how our projects run through here at RAM. Yeah, so that was a quick summary of what I like to call the RAM ecosystem, sort of how all the departments work together to collaborate, to provide our clients with comfort, knowing that we have all aspects of the design, the costing and the construction covered. We have our expertise in place and collaborating, working together.